Queen's Comic Podcast. Hey, let's go.
Hey, what's up, folks? It's the Queen's Comic Podcast. I'm Billy Bombs,
Come in.
and welcome to the newest episode. We missed last week because we had such a kind of a busy week for everything. So now let's get into it.
We missed 2 weeks.
This two, huh?
Yeah,
We missed 2 weeks.
we missed 2 weeks. First time,
Holy
2
shit.
weeks ago, I couldn't do it because my job, and then last week our schedules just didn't align.
Yeah, it's been crazy, but here we are. We had Toy Fair 2 weeks ago. We had last week Comics Elite. So let's just talk about Comics Elite, that show in Queens at St. John's University. It was a good show. It was decent. It was the gathering of the juggalos for comics, though, because everybody there. Before I go into the oddball shit of it, the good part, great show, good show. A lot of guys selling. Um, everybody there was having fun. A lot of people visited from all over. It was literally just Comics Elite website people, the people who followed him online, coming in person and telling the guy happy birthday. It was his birthday party.
Okay.
It was to the point one of the vendors said, I feel like I'm at a child's quinceanera from how many times he gets on the mic to be like, oh, let's one more time thank this guy. And we're like, at one point, I thought Vincent D'Onofrio was going to slap the mic out of somebody's face. Like Kingpin was going to totally lose his shit because he was the second day. First day, only trades. They had a trade night. Your buddy was there. I'm not even going to name him because he's a creep, but he did the trade night. Yeah, I'm not even going to waste my time. I'm going to treat him like shit like he treats me. So, and then when he sees me more, it's going to drive him nuts because I see him at wrestling shows. I see him outside. I see him at Toy Fair. I'm going to treat him like garbage. My receipts are always the same as what you give me. You want to act like a weirdo? I'm going to treat you right back because how many times are you going to meet me and then still treat me the weird? But the people there were great. All the vendors were great. So it was kind of weird having guys. Some guys had their handle as they're on the back of their jackets.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I looked them up and I was like, I get it. You're trying to make something out of it. Hot Flips was a sponsor, so I came with my Hot Flip shirt and walked around, tried to get get some buzz out of them. But everybody there was really just like meetup. I don't think next year is going to be open to the public.
Really?
I don't think so because the only thing that annoyed them. This is the only thing because everybody made money, everybody bought great books. I think they didn't have enough of their people with the tags that says what their handle is on Instagram, saying hi, I follow Elite. So this could be a traveling show and still do well anywhere.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? They'll probably look at it because a lot of people are afraid of New York, and that's there's a lot of chickens out there where they're like, I only do Long Island or I only do New Jersey. I don't stop in the boroughs.
Right.
And I was so tired of that. And and I talk shit even though there was a robbery at the show.
That is a good
Like
point.
yeah, so I do get it, but for a bunch of guys who read superhero comic books, I don't know, man. Like, if you're scared, there was plenty of tough guys there. You could have gone to get some help. Heroes Reborn was there. My buddy Sean from Royal was there. There was plenty of good guys there. That if there's something went wrong, you got somebody there. But
Mhm.
it made me laugh at how so many guys oh, I've never come into Queens. It's so scary.
Well,
And I was like,
The part of Queens that it's in is not scary.
oh, it was the whitest place on earth.
It's the suburbs.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. The best deals I got were all the people from New York
Mhm.
or Philly. So it was all people I see all the time.
Yeah.
But there was guys who came in from Portland with some great books. There were dudes who came from New Hampshire, Vermont, Michigan. He brought out everything. But I do feel like this is gonna be just a yearly show where it's just like the gathering of the Juggalos, where it's
Mhm.
like all their fans are gonna be there. And the outside people, not so much. Maybe a trade night which I heard was successful for them. That's what they were aimed for. But you had to have you had to be a voucher from somebody, like that you're a good buyer. You buy books,
Okay.
so that's why I'm saying it might be members only. Where if you buy from them, then you can get in. That's just how I feel. But their club, they're the elite. You know what I mean? Like
If
let
they're,
them
if
let them
they're going to
have.
do that, they got to change it from Comics Elite to Comics Elitist.
I get it, but like I have a feeling that is Greg really helped out a lot with that, or pretty much did everything like the legwork of setting it up from Route 110. So thank you for them for doing all the work. Their guys also did a lot of the counting of the front. Ali is a really good like online like spokesman for
Mhm.
comics. But you know, they like for a bunch of guys with a million cameras, they really had a problem finding a camera footage of people robbing the place. You know what I mean? Like St. John's had to figure it out, and it kind of irked me that one.
Mhm.
But other than that, it was okay. Like it's not for me. Like you know what I mean? Like I'll go for media, and we'll do videos. And Pop Fuzz or Pop Comics on YouTube did a great video on the whole show. He bought Tom bought a $24,000 comic. He bought the Fantastic Four #1.
Yeah, he told me.
Yeah, and I got. Oh yeah, he called you, right? He was like, "Oh, guess
He
what?"
he texted me. Yeah, he messaged me.
I'll show you the stuff I got, but because it's gonna show like disparity on like some of the pricing. I got Fantastic Four 87,
Cool.
88, 115. I got these for a good price, even though it says like 15 each. I got a pretty good price.
Okay.
98, 90, um, number 99. Um, the guy who had the
Love that one.
best, that's a great one. I got it from your guy who had all those Silver Age.
Hmm.
33, I think it is.
33. What are you talking about?
Here, I have his. I actually still have his card in my pocket. I never took it out. It's all right. It's a Philadelphia-based one. He's going to be at King Con. He had a great book. That's where I got those from him. Sean picked this up for me. It was like a $5 book. Here's where it started to become a little bit disparity on some of the prices, because like this book I got from a local seller
Hmm.
for $5. I half whatever inferior $5. But then I went to another booth and it was $75,
What?
$85, and I was like, whoa, 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 whoa! I was like, yo, you guys gotta stop drinking.
There's not a Secret Six issue in the world that's worth $85.
Yeah, it was Creeper. It was Creeper that was costing that much. But I got this
Okay.
one, but $6, and then $76 is a big difference.
Yeah.
Rule #1, Kiss Nation, the magazine,
Oh.
and nothing too crazy. Like like this I got in mail order, but I didn't see the guy there. Like if you only sellers there were the sellers from, their page, which I get. You want to keep it all in house.
Yep.
This is your show, but they also paid for the tables, which I did not forget. Um, Dark Child Ace Edition, Kirby, Jimmy Olsen,
Oh, that's cool.
Neil Adams cover of Superman. I got a lot of these things. Lois Lane with the Native American cover. I
Mhm.
was like, I don't know. And then the last book I got a big book. I came in the mail, but didn't come from that show. I got this from Carbo. Sean picked up for me. Kiss the comic.
Very nice. Does
It's
it have
all
the poster?
beads separated.
Does it have the
Yeah,
poster?
I'm happy to have it.
Billy,
But
does it have
that's
the
pretty much it.
poster? Does it have the poster?
I don't know. You know what? Let's open it up. It's fucked up. I didn't even know it's supposed to have a poster.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Or
you're
is
ruining
it
my day.
or is it issue 2 that has the poster? One of them has the poster. I don't remember which one.
Well, and Doctor Doom on the back.
Yeah. It's a fun book. I've got one.
No, it's just a giant splash page.
Okay.
Oh wait, there is a poster in here. Yeah, it's here.
Cool.
Or no, it's just colored pictures of them taking blood out. Either way, I'm happy to have it for free. It's a great price.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Sean from Pop Comics. Check him out on YouTube. He's a really good show. But like I said, it was like it's gonna they're probably gonna do that because I think they really want to push on that whole like members only type thing. Hey, do your thing, right?
Yeah. Go for
Yeah. You want to tell everybody where you went that weekend because you weren't with me?
it. Where did I go that weekend? I went to the Giant Skeleton Show in Massachusetts with Dom and Carl and Matthew. It was a lot of fun. We saw Tommy and Harry there. Ran into Mike from Lunch Money Comics again, who's the nicest guy you could hope to meet. Um, it was good. It wasn't as good as the last one we went to a few months ago, but it was still really worth doing. I bought almost a short box worth of stuff, so um, I had fun. And then since then, I've hit the flea market, I've hit Street Side Anthony, I've hit Midtown, I've hit Gotham. I have a giant stack
Oh,
of books, and I don't remember where each one came from at this point.
it's all right. There's a Circle of Life book showed up. 3 years ago at Big Apple, we sold Wonder Woman #7, no cover, just encapsulated NG or whatever from
Yeah.
CGC for $700. I opened up the 330 guy. He had the same book, and I was like, "How does it two of them?" He goes, "No, I got this at a flea market a couple of months ago."
Hmm.
So somehow it changed hands to end up in a New Jersey flea market.
That's wild.
Yeah, and I was like, "It's the same book
It was
because it's
slab.
Wonder Woman #7, no cover, no nothing."
You don't see slabs at the flea market very often.
Yeah, but like it's like what cycle did this book go through? It's kind of cool, but
Who
like
knows? Yeah.
same time, I'm like, what happened?
It went on a magical journey of some sort.
Yes, very much so.
All magical journeys will take you through New Jersey at some point.
In the Meadowlands, you know. Well, you want to show us some books you got?
Yeah, I got a big stack. I got these came from Anthony. Slaying the Horned God, #1, 2, and 3.
Oh, nice.
Some great Simon Bisley art. Pat Mills on the story. Happy to have any of Pat Mills and Simon Bisley's collaborations. This one I was stoked to get. Hold on, let me cover up the I have to cover up most of it. That's a Dave Stevens cover on Veronica Illustrated. This book is pretty tough to find. I've been after
I
one.
believe it because I never seen it.
Yeah, I've been after one for a while. It, like all the other Dave Stevens books, has come down in price quite a bit, but it's still a pricey book. These I got from Aw Yeah Comics. They had a sale on last weekend. I got Judo Master #97 and #98 because I will continue to buy crappy Charlton books when the prices are right.
Hmm.
This is a little more obscure Sam Keith work. Ojo #1 from Oni Press.
Oh, I never even seen that. That's dope.
Yeah, haven't read it yet. Another issue of Veronica Illustrated. This one has some Corbin art inside and a Bisley cover. This one I can actually show because she's not naked.
Yeah.
Issue of Lone Wolf and Cub that I needed, #40.
Nice.
Tommy found this for me at the Big Skeleton Show. Drool #1. It's a bizarre underground comic.
Yeah, I have that.
Do you?
Yeah. I showed it to you once. You're like, "What the hell is that?" I was like, "I don't know."
Okay. Getting close on my Alien Encounters run. Picked up 2 issues that I need.
That one I have. I love that cover.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I only have like 3 books from Alien Encounters. That's one of them. I don't have that one.
Yeah, I think I'm only missing #9 at this point. This was the last issue of Shaolin Cowboy that I needed, so I finished that
Oh,
run.
nice.
Makes me happy. This I picked up. I don't normally go for like Classics Illustrated type stuff, but this is an Edgar Allan Poe, Fall of the House of Usher, illustrated by P. Craig Russell, and it was in a dollar bin. So I was like, yeah, I'll pick that up.
That's cool.
There's no way it's gonna suck. Dark Kingdom, Rosetta cover, Tim Vigil on the inside. That's good stuff. Ice
I
Cream
had that
Man.
toy as a kid.
Did you?
Yeah, it was a statue that you got for Zeta statues, and one of them is the Viking walking
Uh-huh.
through that
Yeah.
alley.
They got a lot of mileage
Valley.
on that Viking guy.
Mhm.
Found Ice Cream Man #2 in a dollar bin, so that was cool.
That's cool.
This was kind of neat. This I found at Giant Skeleton, I remember. Comic Book Artist Special Edition #1 by Tomorrow's Publishing. And it's got a pretty cool Bruce Timm cover on it with Big Barda.
That's
doing
great.
it.
Big Barda.
Yeah, and then on the bottom it lists Heath, Toth, Adams, Wrightson, and Tim. And inside there's like a handful of pages of like Bernie Wrightson roughs, like unfinished, unpublished stuff. So as a Wrightson fanatic, I just bought it initially because of the Bruce Timm cover and was stoked to find the Wrightson stuff inside. I got Absolute Wonder Woman #4.
Cool.
Yep, still enjoying this run. Alien Paradiso #4. One more issue left to go on this one. The story's decent. The artwork isn't wowing me. It's okay. I'll finish it because there's only one more issue to go. Sirius Gallery, Volume 1, which has a Linsner page inside. This one is, well, hold on, there's 2 versions of it. Let me find the other version. So DC did a facsimile edition of Swamp Thing 37 with the first Constantine. So I
Mhm.
picked up the foil cover.
That's cool.
And I also picked up the Mondo exclusive, which I showed you the other day, which is an homage cover drawn by my friend Matt Allison, who does Kankor. Everyone should
That's
follow him on
awesome.
Instagram. He's super talented. Very happy to have that. Um, these I think I told you I got the Durf Back Durf True Stories Volume 1 and 2. These are a lot of fun.
Yeah, I have those in. I have 2 copies of those.
Do you?
Yeah, it's the 2 other ones that have. It basically looks like Leon and the little girl from Professional at the covers.
Okay. I haven't seen those yet. Um, another issue, Ice Cream Man from a dollar bin.
Very nice.
Issue of Erotic. Getting close on finishing this run.
That's dope. Every cover is pretty cool.
Yeah, Martin Edmonds did a lot of them, and his style is wild. This I had never seen before. Although there is a listing for it at mycomicshop.com. So other people, I guess, have had it, but it's a Ashcan preview for Death Dealer #4.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's only a couple pages. Like it's literally just that and then an interior preview and then like an ad on the back. So it's not like anything in depth, but I found it cheap. Probably never see it again, so I figured why not? I have all the other erotic Death Dealer books, so I guess now it's super complete. Cruel Kingdom #2, which is pretty solid, but not as good as issue 1, but I still enjoyed it.
I just picked that up too.
Yeah, you read it yet?
No, not
Okay.
yet. Yeah, because
Uh,
I somehow have multiple copies of fucking Monsters from Mark Spears came in. I was like, dog, I was like, I got him. I got him.
yeah. Now you got duplicates.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
real quick before I forget, I also have your Dawn cards.
oh, cool. Right on.
I forgot all about them suckers.
That's okay. I did too, apparently.
Yeah. Go on,
Um,
man.
Cross #2.
Yeah. Oh, the craziest book ever made.
There's crazier books out there than that, but it's pretty crazy. Uh, Conan #17. Jim Zub's run on this book is continuing to be really strong.
They
Enjoying
just
it.
started releasing it in America. Jim Zub's run as a giant chronological book, but it's magazine sized, but 10 issues.
Okay.
Yeah, so I thought that was cool. And they were
Yeah.
like, "Can you get Jim Zub to come in the store?" And I was like, "I'll ask."
I
I was
mean,
like, "I like Ian, but like,
I can reach out to them, but they're gonna
yeah,
have to
ask him."
fly him
But
down
like,
and
I
put
was
him
like, I
up.
don't know.
Lovecraft's Haunted Horror #3. Corbin. That was the last one. I
That's a
needed
great
that one.
cover. He
Yeah,
was
it's pretty
really big
cool.
on monkeys.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Monkeys and dinosaurs. And speaking of, I found the Rip and Time trade paperback. I've never actually seen this in person before.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
I have the 5 issues that are in it, but the cover I believe is unique to this edition, so
Big
that made
boobed
me happy.
woman.
Tales Too Terrible to Tell #1, a very cool EC homage cover by Steve Bissette. Has a tick story inside drawn by Ben Edlund.
Oh, I've heard of this book. Yeah.
Yeah. Bad Girls Go to Hell #3 of 3, an adaptation of the Doris Wishman film from the 60s.
Cool.
Yep. Barbarian Comics #1. I now have every issue of Barbarian Comics, so I can die happy. This one I have to cover the cover on too.
Done and done.
Yeah. Faust Singus Talons #1/2. I have to strategically cover that cover part of that cover. This is a variant, a nude variant cover by Vigil. Undersea Agent #1. Bronzeville Comics did a video on the Tower Comics stuff a couple weeks back, and it inspired me to start picking them up when I find them cheap. So I'm happy to grab that. This was a cool dollar bin score. So first issue of the Max, right? Not that hard to find, but signed and numbered by William Messner Loebs with a certificate of authenticity.
Very cool.
Yeah. Lady Rawhide with a rather risque Adam Hughes cover.
I forget how many weird books he did for cops.
Quite a few. Yeah.
Oh, your book.
Yeah. Can we show it? I mean, it's not technically nudity, right? You can show it.
It's not nudity. We
Right.
can show it, but go on with your stuff. Let me go grab it.
All right. Afterlife with Archie #1, second print. Streetside Anthony found this for me because he knows I love this series, and I did not have this variant cover, so thank you to Anthony for that. Have you seen this
Very
variant?
nice.
Yeah.
I never seen that variant. Is that a Frank Calvillo cover?
Yep. Francavilla. Yeah.
Dude, I love little Afterlife of Archie books.
It's so good. I wish they'd finish
Yeah,
it.
dude, he's a twisted man.
Yeah. I found a copy of 300 number one. For some reason, I didn't have
300 number
this.
one. Oh, that's a great cover.
Yeah. I found this Dave Stevens IDW Rocketeer Adventures number one. This is the retailer incentive with the Dave Stevens black and white cover.
That's cool, dude. Like I keep seeing these pop up, and I'm
Yeah.
always wondering like where they're coming from.
Mm-hmm. Uh, True North, which has a great Dave Sim Cerebus cover on it. It also has an early pinup by Todd McFarlane inside. It's a collection of Canadian cartoonists' work.
Oh, that's cool. We gotta get
Hellboy,
back to Todd McFarlane in a minute.
yeah. Hellboy Being Human one shot by McNola and Corbin. This was the one Hellboy story that Corbin worked on that I did not have an original of. Nice House by the Sea, number 6. It's not as good as Nice House by the Lake, but it's still enjoying it. And then two other things. I found the Hip Hop Family Tree Free Comic Book Day 3-in-1.
Oh, I have that one signed.
Me too.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, he that's where me and him got in a little bit of argument over it because he was like, "Oh, free comic book day," and like, yeah, I was like, "Yo, buddy," I was like, "I have your trade paperbacks."
Yeah, yeah. And then this I picked up at Midtown, and it is hands down the stupidest comic I think I've ever read in my life. Kiss Fights the Shadow of Death, Rock Fantasy Comics. Takes place in the future where honestly I don't understand it. I read it, I don't understand what happens. It takes place in the future. Kiss sort of exists, like they're kind of brought back to like set things right with the world, but they have to fight the Shadow of Death. That's the best plot synopsis I can do, and that's a lame plot synopsis. It's absolutely horrible, and I will never get rid of it.
Dude, that's the best.
It's just one of
You want
those
to look
things.
at the other one that's incredibly terrible that you bought from that I got you, and then you paid for it, but it goes for crazy money.
Oh yeah,
Here we go. Cherry number 24, the Adam Hughes variant.
yeah, that thing's nuts.
Yeah, and to walk into the comic shop and it has the little certificate on the back.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, so I got to give it to you this weekend.
Yeah, yeah, bring it on Saturday.
Yeah, this thing's got to get out of my house. Yeah. Oh, the two other books I also got. I also got last issue of Futurama number 81.
Okay, I thought you were giving up on
And then
those.
I did, but I'll keep the last issue and then the newest Mark Spears variant, whatever.
Yeah. Some
The
people are
one
saying
with
that's a crime suspense stories homage. I guess anything with a severed head is a crime suspense stories homage these days. But
yeah, 100%. But I also found these postcards, and there's a book I want you to find with me called Amazing Man Comics.
I'm not familiar with that.
I was gonna mail it to you as a postcard, but then I realized it's not a postcard compared to the other shit I got.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, look, you know what? Let me pop everything back in the box
Sure.
because we have so many books we picked up, me and you. It's a little too much. It's a little too much.
It usually is.
All right. Pause for 1 second.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hey, Bill.
Who-
That's it for the pickups. You wanted to talk about Stan Lee?
Yeah, all right. So the documentary is coming out with the guy who's asking for 300 grand to help edit it. And a lot of people are up his butt about he had all this footage and all this stuff. I'm hearing so many wild stories here and there. I can only tell my story of dealing with Stanley.
Mhm.
And this one either is going to get me in trouble or whatever, but it's worth it. Because I didn't have an argument with Stanley, I had an argument with CGC. But I just got back the book from the story, my signed JSA verified Stanley book.
Very nice.
Thank you to JJL Collectibles. They sent it out. So I'm going to hold it while I tell the story because I love this thing. So I went to New York Comic Con the last year, Stan Lee's last ever New York Comic Con. I was like, all right, no problem, baby. Well, let's go. We wait online, me and my friend Joe Sanchez. I got him. I got this book from a thrift store called Gotham Thrift in Myrtle Avenue. It's not the same Gotham Thrift you know now. This is literally the original Gotham Thrift.
Okay.
I got this for $60, and I gave my friend my Fantastic Four, I think 97, and he got it signed. It's the one where they come out of the beach. So we wait online. The guy from CGC it was a red-headed douchebag.
Okay.
and he was harassing the kid in front of me about him having the Amazing Spider. Oh wait, I've told this story. I'm sorry.
Yeah, finish it.
All right, sorry. He was harassing the kid for having Marvel Tales, where Spider-Man's jumping out with the black suit and his Daredevil behind him. It was a nothing book then, but now it's something because it's actually one of 3 books that came out in the same month.
Mhm.
He gave him a lot of crap. I ignored him because I was like, I'm not going to get in a fight. He's like, oh, you can have John Romita Sr. sign it. I was like, oh, really? I was like, you guys doing a signing? And then he screamed in my face. He's like, did I say that? Did I say he's doing a signing? I just said you could. And I was like, all right, all right. I was like, let me just get to Stanley. We finally got up there. The guy in front of me took off his shoes because he had Spider-Man shoes and gave it to Stan Lee to sign. And the guy next to him had to spell out Stan Lee's name to him.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was why it was hard. But then he got to me and he didn't have to do that, thank God. Gave me the fist bump with the big ring, Excelsior ring. I was like, cool. That's why I wear a big gaudy ring because of Stanley. So I got this book home. Weeks later, I ran into the same CGC guy at Royal. We got in a fight. They said on security camera because I don't remember the fight because I was just yelling so hard that they said my shoes ended up somewhere else while I was screaming at him. And then a week later, CGC told Royal that you could just do your own signature series. You don't need nobody to be there no more. Nobody will ever come there again. And I was like, I thought I was lifetime banned from Royal for fighting, but I was like, yes, yeah, you're welcome. You know, Royal's like my spot. So I was like, cool, cool. But so now they're blaming the guy who has the footage, saying that he's was holding out on this stuff years ago. But he went on another like a live stream and talked about it, saying that every time somebody came out talking about Stan Lee's situation, they were accused of stealing
Mhm.
and all this stuff, and then they were thrown into the wolves. I've heard some stories from other people, which is not my story to tell, so that's fine. But then Todd McFarlane posted a page about that guy named John and said that he was the only person that was nice to Stanley, that took care of Stanley. But from what I know, there's a confusion on who's the documentary about because Stanley was taken care of by his niece afterwards for the last few years of his life.
Right.
So I'm confused who does what. I don't know if I'm willing to give a chance to another documentary about anybody because I feel like 2025 and he passed away in 2028. It's a little late. I mean, 2018. It's kind of late.
Mhm.
I don't know how you feel about it, but it's kind of rough for me to hear. I like Stanley.
I like Stanley. I don't like that he didn't give Kirby and Ditko as much credit as he should have, but there's
Yes.
no denying the man had an ego. But
Yeah.
he's still Stan Lee, he's still a legend. But in terms of like the documentary, so I don't know, you hear all these stories about some of the guys who were referred to as like his handlers at the shows, charging cash only and leaving with literal garbage bags full of money while Stan Lee's in a wheelchair and barely coherent, and they're just kind of dragging him out, making as much money off him as they could. I didn't personally see that happen. I never met the guy. I never met Stanley, but I've heard enough of those stories that you kind of got to wonder if there's smoke, there's fire. It doesn't seem to me like for those who were in the know that he was treated so well in the last couple of years of his life. And if
I
that
agree.
sours the documentary, then that's just the way it is. If the guy who's behind the documentary was good to Stan Lee and wants to clear the air, then give him his day in court. Let him make his shot.
Yeah. We're gonna have to see how it plays out.
Hmm.
And let's see. But real quick, so I don't forget, the Fantastic Four guy that I got was 360 Comics.
Oh, Joe at 360 Comics. Okay, yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know him. I mean, I've met him, but I don't really know him personally.
Wait till you see all his cool EC books he's got Saturday for you, just waiting for you, bro.
Oh man, now that I have a
They're not
job,
that pricey. And that guy you can make deals with, man.
yeah,
Everybody local you can do deals with.
yeah,
Um, lately I've been really in overdrive about DC's finest trade paperbacks and Marvel Epic collections because that's what I'm gonna keep. But we're gonna have a garage sale this Sunday because we gotta start emptying out the garage because we gotta move all our tables out of Brooklyn for a little bit for some work in a month.
okay,
We got time. We're gonna have 2 shows before that happen. And then in May we're gonna be back in Queens. We have a new spot we're gonna hit up for a little bit. It's gonna be a bigger show. We're gonna put out a poster. It's gonna be put out by one of our artists, and we're gonna have a fun summer. It's time to put the Queens back in Queens Comic Party. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's only getting bigger and better. And let's see what's next. But I'm a little bit tired. You know what I mean? You're chasing after every venue. I do say some disparaging remarks about other shows about how like sometimes they copy what we do, but then they shit on us a little bit. And I'm like, don't do that.
Mhm.
Especially if you're a booking person or you're a comic book seller. If you don't want to come to Queens or Brooklyn, and especially Brooklyn, holy shit, these guys feel like the animals are going to eat them. Like their meat, their flesh is made out of gold. You know what I mean? Nobody wants you guys. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't like nobody's going to attack you. You ain't got nothing to give up. But all the fans who come out, we're a rising show no matter what. Every year has gotten better because we're 8 million people. We have more chances. Like the Bronx show, every year gets better.
Yeah.
Because it's 8 million people. There's more people that come out here. Not everybody has a car,
Right.
but everybody loves comics. So it's only getting better. I can't wait to see what we do next, but we'll see. Is there anything left that you got coming up?
No, I've been really busy with my new job.
I know it's getting wild.
Yeah, it's going well. I'm happy to have it. It's better than being unemployed, that's for sure. But I haven't had a lot of free time the last couple of weeks. I'm still adjusting my schedule. I did go to Massachusetts for the day 2 weeks back, and I did go hunting on Saturday. But like, it's kind of like my schedule now is I work 5 days a week. Obviously, Saturday is going to be like my hunting day most of the time, and then Sunday is going to be my hangout and be lazy day, unless I'm doing a comic party event or something like that.
We got, I think we got one more Sunday, and then we're going back to Saturday anyway.
Okay, yeah.
Last Sunday,
show
I don't want to
Sunday.
do Sundays no more. I don't want to do no more Sundays. I like Sundays off.
Yeah.
You know, like I have a job on Sundays, but that's nothing. It's 20 minutes of work.
Mhm.
But when I do a comic party, I feel like it's a million hours of work.
It is a lot of work. It is. It's always fun, but it's a lot of work for sure.
Yeah. So I guess everybody will see you Sunday at the garage sale, and then we'll see you next week for the Queen's Comic Party.
Yeah, check
Brooklyn
the
Invasion.
Queen's Comic Party Instagram for garage sale details.
Yes, it'll have the address. Just come on down. It's my garage. I think I got like 12 long boxes of books for a pretty good price. I got tons of crates of comics, toys, VHS, movies, multimedia, shit ton of Pokemon cards, shit ton of sports cards, shit ton of everything. We got a lot of everything.
Yeah.
And I got a 1984 Mercedes-Benz in there too, if anybody needs one of those. 2 gas tanks, a couple of snow blowers, all that shit.
Something for everyone.
Business thing. Huh?
Something for everyone.
There's something for everybody. Do you need a toilet kit? I got one of those too. I probably got 4 of them.
Nice.
But let's wrap this up. I'm Billy Bombs.
I'm Ian.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Queen's Comic Podcast.